So number one, first off, before we get into anything, I'm using my new Sony camera. Yep, the A7C. So see how it looks. It's definitely wider, which I'm definitely liking with the 20 mil on it. But anyways, that's not why you guys are here. I got a new helmet. Got a new helmet. I got this one here. This is the Scorpion Covert X. Check out this price. So if you guys are looking at one over at Chrome Burner, they're in Europe, but they'll ship. They'll ship. They start like these helmets are like crazy expensive here, at least in Canada. You're looking at $300-400. Even with conversion and some shipping, you're getting these for under like $200. That's Canadian. That's really good. And if you're in the US and you don't mind this color or some of the other colors, they have limited sizing right now. Some pretty good deals on them. Anyways, it arrived. I got fast shipping, pretty fast shipping, like 3 days, 4 days. So that's pretty good. So it's in this box. So I'm gonna get it. That's right. I haven't opened it yet. All right, that eye tracking is doing okay. I think so. It was about 4 or 5 years ago. I got an enormous amount of helmets just sent to me all the time, and then it just stopped. And now I'm like, my helmets are getting old, right? Getting old. So getting some new helmets, kind of nice. Anyways, here it is. This is it in the box, Scorpion EXO. Now, I got it based on their sizing. I find, at least for me, that XLs usually I can get away with. I can usually get away with an XL. But if I want to put like a comm inside there or have at least a little bit of room so it's not like a lot of pressure on my head, sometimes a double XL just is a little nicer. And I always get them on when I'm at a shop or something, and I'm like, oh, they're gonna the padding's gonna squish out and it'll be better. And then I'm disappointed because you ride, like for me, for instance, a few rides this year were a couple days in length. So you get tired of having that pressure on your head. So I decided I'm going big. I'm getting a big one. It comes with a tinted visor, and I think it doesn't come with a clear visor. Is what I thought. What they said in their thing here. It says it comes visor, dark smoke visor included, which is funny that it's not on, which makes me a little weird that it's not on and I have to put it on. Or what's also weird, and not that it's necessarily a bad thing, but that it has a visor on it, and because I ordered a clear visor to put in it. Well, that's nice. It does come with a helmet covering, like they all do. Okay, that's nice. I am seeing the visor, and it is. Oh, that's kind of smoky as well. You guys can see that, right? Like, it's definitely smoky. So it comes with a smoke, and I guess it comes with a full tint. So I ordered a clear one, so I'm okay with that. So it does come with two, and it does have. You don't really notice it on there, but it is. It has this kind of like, it's kind of been like road rashed. Does that make sense? Road rashed, something like that. Double XL. All right. Now, I got this one because I've been wanting a 3/4 helmet. I want a 3/4 helmet. But the problem with a 3/4 helmet for me is that I can't figure out how to get any of this open. Is that I normally use or have like a GoPro or Insta360 or something like that on my helmet. So if it's just a 3/4 with just a visor down, I got nowhere to mount it where I want. I thought this would be a good option. Now, the other thing to realize is this one is from Europe, which means that the ones that are in the US kind of are a 3-in-1. The US ones, you'll actually notice on the US, this piece here kind of comes all the way down, and this back piece can come off, which means the whole like ear section comes off, which allows you to wear it as like a half helmet or a 3/4 helmet or like a full face helmet. Now, the other thing to realize too is this is kind of where its strength is in this form. The front jaw piece is really like a bug protector or a rock protector, something like that. For me, it's a camera mount. It's not going to be designed for impact. Like if you decide to hit your face in the pavement. So if you're looking for that, get a full face because you need that reinforcement. Now, I do believe there are some helmets that are this style, that the actual chin bar, the helmet, the chin area, whatever you want to call it, is reinforced. So if you want that, look for it. You're going to spend a little bit more. Anyways, this is a 2XL. And what I am liking about it already is I did buy a helmet this summer, this style, and it's good. But again, I went with that whole, oh, it feels good, it'll get bigger. No, it doesn't get bigger. So and it doesn't have anywhere to put like earbuds, ear speakers. This one does, which I like. Okay, let's see what check my hair out, you know? I'm trying to, my daughter wanted me to grow it, so I was like, all right, double XL, and we are, oh yeah, I'm glad I didn't go any smaller for sure. Yeah, I don't think I would, if I would have went with just an XL, I would have been sad. Yeah, but that's all right. And it has the same, like even from my other ones, they have the dual fingers so that you can pull this down. So it's darker, but it's not a lot darker, for sure. Okay, and then the reason that you kind of go with this style, right, is that this has this piece. This is their cool chin guard. And this looks very much like the other one that I have. Now, the other one that I have, which is a no-name, I don't even know what brand it is. They have little chrome accents in here. This one is just like black venting, which means, as you can see, I think through here, like there's no way to close that airflow that is in there. It's just, it is where it is. And then this, you slide in somewhere. So hold on. So this has, again, which my other one doesn't. I'm not even sure. I'm not sure. As you can tell, maybe you can tell, it's got little coverings on there. So I have to figure out, these have got to come off so that you can get this piece to snap in. Hold on. Enjoy my hair. All right? Enjoy my hair while I'm doing this. Okay, so I think I've got it figured out. These pieces here, yes, they latch in just like the actual chin would latch in. So you have to push that in, and then you can grab these and take them out, which is nice because that means these are covered when you are riding as a half helmet or a 3/4 helmet. Look at that mess. Man, we're in a hat. So I'm going to do that to both sides. Down, click. I guess just don't lose these is the key, right? And then all we're going to do is take this, and this should just slide right in there and there. So make sure I got it the right way. No, I do not. That way. And boom, baby. Boom, baby. Now, ready? Now we're in. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I didn't go with an XL. That would have sucked, for sure. And then we got our little clicker, which is good. When you want it off, you just kind of pull down and it unlatches. Visor-wise, not bad. That's actually not too bad. Like I said, it's got a little bit of a tint, not much. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this out on a ride. See what we think. Yeah? Sure. So I just wanted to show you guys a few things before I went out on my ride, because I ended up going and buying, you guys can see it here, buying a new visor for this. So one of the things is being able to replace the visor. Simply, you take the mask part off. Now the other thing while I have the mask off is that it does come, you guys hopefully can see it here, it does come with like a chin skirt. You guys see the chin skirt right there? And it's basically just Velcro. You kind of tuck it in here and here. So you can put this on if you want it, or you can leave it off if you don't, whatever. I'm going to keep mine on because I do like them. I go for long rides, and being able to help keep that wind out of there can be nice. Plus, I usually have a mic on. So again, that can help. You'll also see that I put a set of comms on here, which I'll be testing in an upcoming video. And there's a set of comms. It's actually, you get a lot of space in between here. Now, the one thing to realize if you're using comms is that you can't put the comm up too far, especially if you're running the chin guard, I don't believe. Oh, I guess you could. You could put it up here. The chin guard just sits up there. Yeah, so I may move mine up further. So I was thinking this whole piece would be interfered, but it wouldn't. So yeah, I may move it up here. Now the one thing too is with this helmet is that you do get a fair bit of space in between all that area. Now I put it back here. You guys can see it because it is thinner and then it kind of gets thick. So I think the best kind of spot for it is like right there. And then you just kind of snap it on. It's the comm. The comm's not super tight, but it should be fine. It should be fine. Everything fits in there nice. Now, the one thing I wanted to show you is that I went and bought a new visor. So to take the visor off, all you have to do is make sure it's down all the way. And then really you just give it a pull. Now, the one thing you guys may not be able to see this, I'll put it up here, is that where this goes is right, it's right in there. There's a little spot right in there. And this latches onto it. Now, the first time I put it in there, then it slipped, and then that piece, because it's the hinge, that piece, and when you're ready, you just kind of pop it like that. That hinge moved up because it's this piece, right? It's the part that this goes up with. So I had to get a knife to kind of get it and dig it and move it down. Just kind of be aware if you are pulling that off, that piece when it's down is where it should be. And if it accidentally moves up, or take a look if you can't get it in there, because it can slide up. All right, I just wanted to show you guys that. Comfy. I do have to say I like the ear pockets for the speakers. They fit really good. And for me, at least, they're pretty much exactly where I want the ear pockets to be, which is excellent. We're going to go for a quick ride around town. It's not overly cold today, so that could be nice. All right, guys, so we have got the helmet on, and you can see I have my clear visor on. So just again, be aware that if you guys are getting this helmet, you're not going to necessarily be the clear visor. You get a tinted visor, and you get a smoke visor. At least that's what I got with mine. So if you are someone that is looking for a clear, like me, because I know the ride that we'll be doing tomorrow, there's a very, very good chance that I'm going to be coming home quite late on day 2, which means, of course, oh, I hit the button, hold on, which means that there's a very, very good chance that I'm going to be riding home in the dark, so, which is fine. I don't mind riding in the dark, but my experience at Laconia this year, coming home a lot later, when all I had was sunglasses and a tinted visor, I was not overly fond of that. So that's why we're not going to do that today. All right, let's go see how this feels, shall we? Now, the one thing to just totally be aware of, at least for me, like I said, I can usually get away with a XL to a double XL sometimes. There is no way that an XL would have fit me with this helmet. Not at all. Double XL fits good. But the other thing to just kind of be aware of is that I know, at least for me, when I'm putting the helmet on with the face protector, whatever you want to call that, it's super snug just to get it on. So a lot of times, so like today, I literally had to put it on with the face protector off, and then put the face protector back on. So something to be aware of. But other than that, I have to say it's really comfy. Everything fits good. It's easy to play with the vents up here. If you want to open them or close them, you just kind of snug. I'm not sure what's going on here. Guess I'm going around this way, I guess. Doing some road work, it looks like. Oh yeah, just gonna go around a little bit.
But what I think we'll do is we'll try to get up to speed. I gotta go get some gas because I need it for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're heading from here, meeting up with some guys just outside of Halifax, and then we're driving up to Cape Breton for tomorrow and the next day. We're doing a shoot for them, which should be fun. Other than that, you know, it's I'm quite enjoying it. I want to see, like, it's right now it's fairly quiet, which is good. I do want to see what it's like when we get on the highway. And in regards to, like, I don't know, ventilation, I would say it usually is good. Like for me right now, because I have the camera on the front, the issue is, of course, that it's an issue and it's not an issue at the same time. This is actually nice to have for those days that I'm like, I wish I could close those vents on the front. I can just put this on with my, of course, with my, especially if I'm shooting with my camera. But even if not, I can put the little camera mount on there, and it blocks the holes so that you don't, you know, have any wind coming through, because you can't close those vents. Look at all the gravel on the road. So bad. So bad. Anyways, that's the one thing in this area where we live, like, I get in fall, there's like leaves and stuff like that, which is fine, but like, it doesn't matter when throughout the year. You could be driving around here and it's just like, there's gravel all over the place. Very, very bad. So I do also today, because the weather has gone down, I think I am going to make sure when I get back home before we leave is to make sure that my tires are up to pressure, because that's kind of important. And I will talk to you guys again once we get on the highway. All right, we'll see what it's like with some wind noise. All right, guys, so we are entering the highway, and we'll be able to see what this is like for some wind protection. Ready? Get my highway pegs down. You know, I'm not really used to like quiet helmets for sure, and for the fact that this is not an actual like true full face, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's got a lot of good padding in and around the ears. For me, I do have a lot of good wind protection, of course, in front of me, which helps a lot. But I have to say, I think I'd be very, very comfortable with this for both sound and comfort. And I do wish, and even though this is a double XL, and I think this is the biggest size that they make this helmet, I do wish they made it in a size bigger. It fits actually really nice when the visor part is not on. But like I said, it's one of those helmets that I think it just could, when the visor is on, it just kind of pulls the helmet in, right? It doesn't let your head kind of push it out, because the face guard, whatever this piece is here, just doesn't have any room for it to expand. So that I guess sort of becomes a bit of an issue. But other than that, I like the fit. I like the looks. For me, you know, you gotta be aware a lot of times with the helmet, if you are looking for like a round or an oval. I would say this is round, just because I believe like I have more of a round than a like oval head, I think. And yeah, it seems to fit really good. Alright guys, I am going to leave you there. I am going to make sure when we head off tomorrow that I do also bring my tinted visor with me, because the bonus is it is really easy and fast to substitute visors if you need to. Like it takes like 20 seconds. Probably takes longer to get the visor out of the bag than it does to put it on. And that's it. We will see you guys next video. Later.